Okay, so this is day 6. This is the back side. This time we're finding a fraction of the way for the second point. So if I have a segment AB and I want to find a fraction of the way from A to B, this time order matters on what we call our x1 and y1 and x2, y2. Because we're going from A to B, A needs to be our x1s. The formula for this is different. So this time we're going to do it's written like this. So it's x1 plus, and this is again an ordered pair, plus the fraction, so whatever we're multiplying, so a third of the way, times delta x, so the change in your x's, x2 minus x1. And then for the y coordinate, it's the same. So y1 plus the fraction times your change in y's. So that's y2 minus y1. Order matters here. Okay, so let's jump into our first example. So if it says if A is here, B is here, find the point 1/3 of the way on AB. Okay, we are going to simplify our fractions. We don't want to have repeating decimals. So you can plug those in your calculator, that's fine. So x1 is -2 plus 1/3 times, changing your x's, 3 minus -2. Now for our y coordinate. If you want to kind of divide it up like that so you don't get them interfering, that's fine. Our y coordinate, we got y1, which is 6, plus the fraction times the change in our y's, y2, which is 1, minus y1, which is 6. Let's go ahead and simplify. Oh, I put 1/2 here. It should be 1/3 because we're finding the point 1/3 of the way. So change that to 1/3. If we were finding half the way, we could just use the midpoint formula. All right, so here for our x coordinate, first thing I need to do is simplify inside these parentheses. So -2 plus 1/3 times 3 minus -2. Minus negative is the same thing as addition, so cross the lines, change the sign. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now I'm going to multiply these, so -2 plus 5 times 1 is 5 over 3. You can make that a fraction if you want to multiply. Now I have -2 plus 5/3. You can plug this into your calculator, especially because we're dealing with fractions and negative numbers. I would encourage that. So -2 plus, if you don't have fraction keys, you can just enter it in as parentheses 5 divided by 3, and you will get this decimal. You'll have to convert that into a fraction. Let's see if this calculator will do it. It will. So I just press my math key and then enter to get to -1/3. Okay, so another way to do it is you could do -2 plus, and then you could enter in a fraction. So alpha y equals, this first one, enter 5 over 3. Multiple calculators are able to enter in this fraction. I know my other calculator does it a little bit different. Then I would get 1/3. I think these calculators, you can enter in the fraction here. You just have to enter in the numbers first. So what's -2 plus, first you have to enter the 5, then hit this button. So that's showing that's the top of the fraction, here's the bottom, 3. And it's represented like this, -1, and then that thing is 3. If I'm in a different function, I'm able to enter it in like this. Those of you that have that Casio, you're going to go Shift, Setup, and you're going to be in Math 1. So go to that option. Then you're able to enter in the fraction. So -2 plus fraction button, 5, arrow down, 3. Then you can press enter and it will give it to you as a fraction. Okay, so that's the x coordinate. Now for the y's, I need to simplify inside here. So 6 plus 1/3 times 1 minus 6 is a -5. Multiplying these two pieces, so this is order of operations. 6 drops down. So I can put the -5 over 1 so I can multiply. 1 times -5 is a -5 over 3 times 1 is 3. And now I can plug this into my calculator. So it's 6 minus fraction 5 over 3. And I get 13 over 3. So 13 over 3. We can make that a mixed number. So how many times does 3 go into 13? It goes in 4 times. And what's left over? 4 times 3 is 12. So there's 1 left over to get to 13. It's been a while since you've done that probably. So the point that's 1/3 of the way from A to B, so here's A, here's B, halfway would be around here, so we're looking about 1/3. So we're looking for the ordered pair that's about here. That ordered pair's coordinates are -1/3, comma 4 1/3. I wouldn't count you wrong if you left it as 13 over 3 though. Number 7, try to plug into the formula and solve this one on your own. Pause the video now and then check it. Okay, so here's our formulas. So the first x coordinate plus the fraction 1/4 of the way times our change in our x's. And then for the y coordinate, the first y coordinate plus the fraction of the way and then the change in your y's. So it says 1/4 of the way from C to D, so that's what allowed me to label C's coordinates x1, y1 and D's coordinates x2, y2. Plugging in what I know. I know that x1 is 4 plus 1/4 of the way. I keep writing a half. Something's wrong with my brain here. And now for x2, that's 0 minus 4. So inside here, so I have 4 plus 1/4 times 0 minus 4 is -4. 4. -4 times 1 is -4 over 4 times 1 is 4. -4 over 4 is just 1, so I have 4 minus 1, which is 3. For our y's, y1 is 8 plus 1/4 times the change in your y's, -12 minus 8. -12 minus 8 is -20, so I have 8 plus 1/4 times 20. Multiply your numerators, so that's 8 plus 20 over 4. 20 divided by 4, remember a fraction is nothing more than division. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So really I have, actually, pause. -12 minus 8 is -20, which creates this to be 1 times -20, so we have minus there. So 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. The ordered pair that is 1/4 of the way from C to D is 3, 3. Always check those negative signs.